Let us begin. 420 comes by 4 times of 105. When you add up from 1 to 14 or 1 to 13, 1 plus 13 is 14, so you add the extremities, 1 to 14, add it all up is 105. It's the ace, and finishing with the ace is the ace 1 and the ace 14. If you add in the ace 11, you get 116 or 911. Is that what we were talking about? What I want to show you right now, okay, of that 420 is, where do we get 420? In French, it's specifically marked Q, V, Q, 420 and 4. And this is what it is. It's the tic-tac-toe. It's the tic-tac-toe board, in which what you do is you circle each one of the parts of each T. Each T is a value of 20. 20, 40, 60, 80. There are 4 balls that are created plus 1 trap in the center. So you get 420 and 86. The 420 becomes 24. The 24, 2 and 8 and 4 and 6 make the 10-10 world of Jupiter. What we're left in the center over here is an inverted circle. Each one of these are valued at, this one is 3. The value of this one, dead center, the heart of this one is 4. The heart of this one is 6, and the heart of this one is 7. This one, over here, over here, over here, and over here, is all number 5. I do not know what the center is. It's probably also number 5. You would have 5 5s and 25, and you would have the Mayan count of this 5 with that 5, this 5 with that 5, this 5 with that 5, this 5 with that 5. Now everybody knows once you put the markings down, it creates even more. So this is what how we get. How come it's not coming up? This is how we get 88. So we get 5 here. The pinpoint over here on this would make this one turn into the pound key. It would make this one turn into the pound key. It would make this one turn into the pound key, leaving a pound key in the center, leaving us with 1, 2, 3, 4 pound keys. And guess what? Only 1 space in the center. 5, 8, 5. So when we have 4 pound keys is 36, plus the extra space in the center is 37, plus 5 for the circle that goes around these circles, because each one becomes its own eye. You would have 5 and 5. 5 times 5 is 25. 5 times 5 is 25. 5 times 5 is 25. And 5 times 5 is 25. The center now becomes 1. It is now 6. It is now 5. Do you understand why? Because the circle is automatically 5. The 5 number goes over here. 5 and 5 is 10, makes 1. So this one, 5 times 5 times 5 times 5 is 625. There are 4 and 1, making it 25,625. I know I didn't explain that. This is the Talisman Saturn Gem Talisman Stone. 492, that's the birth. 357, Ice and Creation. 3, 8, and 4, Earth, Mercury, and Neptune. These 3, they have no, 0, no U letter, no U letter. Every other one has a U letter. The second thing and the last thing I'm going to show you is look at the way these 2 are together and these 2 are together. I'm just going to look to this as the telephone. This would be 3, 6. This would be 5, 4, 7. This would be creation of man. 365, or in the 613 laws of Moses. 365, 248. 248 is the 96, it is the angels, and it is part of that setup of that Saturn talisman. Now, I'm not going to go any further. There is a ton. I wish I had someone to work with. There's just so much information. It's just overflowing, and I'm a pig. I'm a pig. I love the information, and I don't want to go to bed, but I went to bed. I had to get up for the revelation, and I got up for the revelation. Now it's about time to go to sleep. But it's not only that. There's more to it. Because the numbers, they just design art. And the art, when you look at it, it shows you something. You stand and you put color into it, and you have the art, especially the Volkswagen Rabbit, that becomes created through designing 2 circles where 4 and 6 are. Because there's one thing, yes, that's what I was going to talk about. what happens is, where does 13 come from? Well, in the deck of cards, the 2 at the top and the 2 at the bottom on the 2 card, they disappear. Since every row is 15, when that 2 goes away on each side, it becomes 13 and 13. Now, if a 4 goes away from the 15, you have 11, and if the 6 goes away, you have 9. Let me just write it out, because guess what? Every time I speak, something new comes out of my mouth. Okay, this is what I'm going to show you. This is the 2, this is the 2. This is the total of 15, becomes 13 or 11. This is the 4, this is the 6. 15 becomes 11, and this becomes 9. So this is how it goes. What happens when you draw this larger? So we can have more lines inside. There's a V that forms in here, which is like an M, but it automatically tells you you don't get the dot that's at the top. You'll end up getting the crisscross dot. An X will be formed over here. So this line would have been 15. This line would have been 15, and now it's going to be 13. If we took out the 8 from it, it would be 5, and 5 is what's in the center. On this side, it's the 4. The line is 15. You take away the 4, you got 11, it becomes 2. Keep it at 11. This side over here, where the 9 is, this is also 15. If you remove the 6, you become 9, and the opposition between Saturn and Mars becomes 9, 11, where the center becomes 13. So this would be 7, and this would end up to be 13, because 2 would go down here, and the other one would come up here. It's got to go somewhere. You know, when you make the Z letter, you're transferring you're transferring from what's in between here and what's in between here before you break line and go another direction. Every time you break line, automatically there's different points marked. Raphael, 7286. I did the best. I did what I could do. I may have added on a little bit and mixed up the whole situation. It is what it is. 7286 of 5775. 5775 is a marking, because there's other things about 5775, and everybody knows X is 10. Thank you very much for watching. 7286 in the constellation of Pegasus.